And now, guys, I wanted to talk to you about something really interesting but major. I mean, it's big deal. If that is everything true, what I'm gonna say here, not what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna react to a video from a guy, a Madridista, who has been investigating a little bit the links between France, Qatar, PSG, and all the reasons why the Qatari people took over the PSG 10 years ago. The reason for it, all the investments the French government has done in Qatar and all the way, I mean the other way around, Qatar in France and all that stuff, and you will understand a little bit more why I think the World Cup was completely made up and of course was prepared just for PSG to have the best players in the final, whether it's in the final or in the eliminatory stage or whatever, right? But they did everything so PSG could have some of the best players like Leo Messi or Kylian Mbappe or even Neymar in the final stages of the World Cup. So it's a very, I mean, it's not a rumor, it's not speculation. The only reason why I am talking about this, why I am reacting to this video, it is because the guy has been investigating from all the newspapers you also can find in the internet. I mean, he's not trying to, you know, to slip anything regarding to information that he has or something like that. It is not rumor. It is something we all can find in the internet just reading newspapers from back in the day. So I will be playing it. It's in Spanish, so I'm going to translate to you a bunch of things just in case you are missing it. But let me tell you, it is very, very interesting.
No sé si la gente se ha olvidado de cómo ha sido este tema, porque esto no ha sido como lo del City que llega y compra, o como lo de fue Abramovich en su momento con el Chelsea. La compra del PSG es una condición que le pone Sarkozy al emir a cambio.
Okay, so the first thing he's talking about is the purchase of PSG, okay? And this was a condition from Sarkozy, the former president of the French Republic, to Al Thani. Al Thani is the emir or whatever it is the name, the title that they have. Al Thani is the super owner, right, of everything, of PSG, and he's above Al Khalifi. So they were negotiating stuff, right, for both countries to invest in each other and negotiating things each other and stuff like that. And Sarkozy put the condition to this guy here to buy PSG.
De apoyar.
Ya ves tú, para que luego digan que no está metido el tema del fútbol en la política, casi nada.
El tema del Mundial de Qatar. O sea, esto ocurre una reunión en el Palacio del Elíseo.
And in return, France would have to support the World Cup of Qatar. In this meeting, there were three people: Sarkozy, Al Thani, and Michel Platini, the former delegate or whoever it is, UEFA, I can't recall the name of this guy, the title of this guy. He was working for UEFA, right? In that meeting, Michel Platini was there as well.
Preparada por Platini con Sarkozy y el emir de Qatar, en la cual pues querían pedir el apoyo de Francia a la candidatura de Qatar como mundial. Y allí Sarkozy ve una oportunidad y dice, bueno, yo soy amigo del dueño, básicamente del dueño del PSG.
So Sarkozy saw the great Sarkozy realized he was in front of a big opportunity. That opportunity was, okay, you want me to support, right, to Qatar for the World Cup? Great. You will go and buy PSG in return. Because I know I'm very good friends with the current owner of PSG. PSG back in the day in 2010 wasn't even great. It was just a regular team who was all the time standing in the fourth place every single year. No candidate for winning anything. Not a great team. Not a team trying to win the champions or stuff like that. It was kind of, you know, on and off team. Sometimes with better seasons, other times with bad seasons, but not a, you know, top elite team at all.
Él es aficionado del PSG. El PSG en aquella época quedaba cuarto, tercero, era un equipillo lamentable que perdía alrededor de unos 20 millones de euros al año, que tenía una deuda.
Okay, it wasn't even a profitable club. It was a club who was every single year losing money, about 20 million a year. So it wasn't profitable enough. I mean, it wasn't profitable at all. And actually, the former owner of PSG was the same owner than the Accor hotels. You will see the logo here.
También como de 50 millones por ahí, 30, 40 millones. Y el dueño era el dueño de los hoteles Accor. Es un fondo que se llama Colonial, es de un amigo personal de Sarkozy. Entonces Sarkozy quiere ayudar a su amigo y quiere ayudar al club de sus amores.
So just because they were losing money every single year, Sarkozy wanted to help this guy because apparently they were very good friends. And Sarkozy thought, okay, if I tell these guys that I'm going to support the World Cup of Qatar, what I can do as well is, or what I can ask in return is, okay, you will buy PSG and do whatever you want with them.
Y le dice, bueno, entre otras cosas, para apoyaros, quiero que Qatar le compre no sé cuántos tanques a industrias francesas.
I mean, among other things, right? It was not just about the PSG, it was not just about the support for the World Cup, it was about tanks and stuff between countries, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what kind of negotiation could it be, but the thing is they were probably negotiating a bunch of stuff, right? Not only this.
Le compren no sé qué a industrias francesas, bla, bla, bla. Y aparte, que os quedéis, que forméis Bein Sports y que os quedéis con el Paris Saint-Germain. Y el acuerdo del Paris Saint-Germain lo compran, en principio pagan 50 kilos por el 70% y luego terminan comprando el resto por 70-80 millones.
So at first, the price, well, not the asking price, the price they bought PSG for, it was 80 million total, okay? 80 million total for PSG. So you can imagine how poor, right, was PSG back in the day.
80 millones de euros les costó el PSG a estos señores.
80 millones, vamos, para esta peña ya os digo yo que es un regalo. O sea, quiero, ¿vale? Que entres.
Reconoce que a la salida de esa cena le llama Platini a decirle que va a cambiar su voto y que el apoyo que quería Blatter para Estados Unidos de esa cena le llama Platini.
Okay, and here's the deal. Joseph Blatter was supporting to the United States, right? Was supporting the application for United States. In just one dinner, when everything is agreed between the different parts, between the two countries, right? Michel Platini picked up the phone and made a call to Joseph Blatter to say, I'm going to support to Qatar. That's it. So he changed his mind and he finally supported to Qatar in return of different favors. So man, this smells really bad, and this is basically the core of the video that I wanted to show. I wanted to share with you guys because it's very important for us. It's very important for everybody to know how the World Cup Qatar has been celebrated and why and the way it happened. Because a lot of people has kind of strange right now thinking how this could happen, man. Well, this happened just because France and Qatar had a lot of negotiations and investments together and things like that, right? So that is the thing, that is the core, and that is the key why Kylian Mbappe only signed for 2 years. Because they only want him to be a part of the PSG when they arrive in Qatar for the World Cup, and they wanted to have the best players in the world belonging to PSG. That's it. That's it. And now they got it because Messi and Kylian Mbappe have been arguably the best players in the World Cup, right? And right now they can say they belong to PSG. So that is the thing with these guys, and that's why the contract with Kylian Mbappe smells really bad as well, considering there's no player, ever in history, a great player like Kylian Mbappe is signing for just 2 years. It doesn't make any sense. Just for 2 years and 1/3 optional, it doesn't make any sense. So that's why we are all thinking about that. We are all thinking about Kylian Mbappe coming to Madrid and all that stuff. So let's see what happens. Let's see if that is possible, if something happened. But my opinion is, yeah, we are very close to see something really weird. What might be the exit of Kylian Mbappe from PSG, and the only reason for that is because now the World Cup is gone. There's no reason to keep Kylian Mbappe. And the other thing, with all the new UEFA regulations when it comes to the financial fair play, let me tell you something. PSG will have to get rid of a bunch of stars and players, because otherwise it's going to be unattainable. I mean, it's not attainable at all, and they know it. And the first player who might leave is Kylian Mbappe. So let's see what happens now. All the negotiations and agreements and stuff are gone, right? Because the World Cup is gone. So I don't know if this is the end or we are coming to an end of this story, and how could that affect to Real Madrid? Well, I think that if Mbappe wants to leave from Paris Saint-Germain, I think that we are going to have to reconsider the situation, as I think that Kylian Mbappe was almost forced to play for PSG with all these pressures and stuff. So be careful with that when you think about it.